Alright, headset should be on and working okay. Looks like it's sounding good. Thought I would grab my microphone for you, Banana. Sorry that you had to wait 7 hours, but like I said, make it a good one. Maybe worthy of that 7-hour wait. If not, it'll be something close. And whenever you do fall asleep, I hope you have a great rest. We are less than halfway to loading the shaders for Marvel Rivals. And if we go look at this download, it's been stuck on 86% installation for the new season of Black Ops 7 for like a few hours now. Banana says the last stream was 12 hours ago. Damn. I was off by like 4 hours. Crazy. I'm sorry you couldn't have been here 12 hours ago, but I'm happy that you're here now. Occasionally, the universe puts us in the right place at the right time. Wonder if I should wait until the entire other half of the shaders get compiled. Maybe it's best we try something else for a bit. Wonder if a Payday 3 heist would work well. I recently got a new achievement on Payday 2, which I didn't think would happen to me anymore. Apparently, if you trigger the metal detector in the jewelry store heist, I get that and the diamond store mixed up. But in the entrance to the jewelry store, there's a metal detector you can set off. And if you set that off and still complete the heist in stealth, then you get a Steam achievement, which is pretty neat. You have to kill all the guards and then tie up everyone on the inside, and then set off the metal detector. I didn't even know there was a metal detector until it happened to me. And then the lobby was like, damn, really? You had to walk through it? And I thought they would have either kicked me or that the alarm would have gone off. But neither happened. No one was there to respond to the alarm. And the team let me stay, and I got a Steam achievement at the end of that round. I told that story in the most long way I possibly could have. And yet we are barely 15% of the way further into the shader combination. And this has not moved at all for a long while. Let me redeem that. Those are lives you use in the PvE mode, which is not a very fun way to play this game in my opinion, kind of like Overwatch. I think it's best as a PvP game, but it's I'm sure those modes are more popular than the co-op missions were in Overwatch. Just over 75% of the way to compiling shaders. If we held our breath waiting for this to hit 100%, our heads would turn blue, so don't hold your breath. Make sure to breathe evenly until we get there. That's still at 86%, damn. Banana says, I wake up, check, then you get home and check. Just wait, because you like to be able to talk to me. I appreciate that. And the only one you can play like Fortnite or Overwatch with, those are the only reasons you keep showing up. That was a lot of yapping on your end, even more yapping on my end. If you like yapping, you are in good company. And for sure, playing Overwatch and Fortnite with you has been a ton of fun. Always happy to squat up with people. You're also welcome to join me on Marvel Rivals. But I think you may have told me in the past that you were on Xbox One, and this game did not get onto Xbox One, unfortunately. Somehow they got it onto PlayStation 4. With how stuttery this game gets on my PC, and PlayStation 5s and probably Xbox Series consoles. It's a miracle they got it onto the PS4, but I guess they did. 95%. It'll be a quick last few percentage points with any luck. If you would like to play some Overwatch or Fortnite now, I'm down. Although, excuse me. Although I'd hate to get in the way of you going to sleep if that's what you're doing. Waiting on anything for 7 hours would tire anyone out, including me. Oh, my day's been alright. Had a nice run earlier from the fresh air. Keeps me just fit and energetic enough to do these streams. So my day's been pretty nice. I'm thankful for that. Let's queue up for a quick match. And hopefully we'll make it a quick match.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Can't join us if you're supposed to sleep for school. That is really important. We do want to get a full night of sleep for that.
Cover your ears! Jubilee is here!
I usually play this game on mute, at least so close to mute that I forget about Jubilee's intro line. It is pretty annoying, but she's also pretty fun to play as. So, like most things, it gives and it takes. I was one of those kids and teenagers who would stay up all night before school because I didn't want to lose my leisure time, and then I would like fall asleep in the first couple periods of class.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Okay, real talk.
I remember in my freshman year of high school, I would like physically nod off at my desk to the point where one time my teacher asked if I was okay. So I probably looked like I was, I don't know, having a small seizure or something. Like my head would physically go up and down because I just could not stay awake. Good times. Or rather, the times themselves were terrible. But with the spice of memory, it's much more palatable. Let's see if we can keep these people alive. Maybe make some model friends along the way. None of our teammates have died yet. Just gotta keep putting the pressure on the enemy teammates, or on the enemy team. Maybe we lost to DPS, that's super great. And we're about to lose a tank unless I save them. And now our tank is on their own on the point. Back to the team. Nope. Rip. They chased me down. Many such cases.
Can't keep a vampire X-Man down.
Don't worry about the unking.
It is hard to properly keep your teammates alive playing as Jubilee, which is literally a skill issue on my part, but her fireworks or whatever she shoots out of her hands are a little hard to aim. But as it says, I can only play between 3 o'clock and 10 to 11 your time, just because it's Friday tomorrow. I got you. That seems like a reasonable time to have to get a full night's sleep. Not if you're anything like me or many modern people. Oh shit, I'm getting maximum calls. That was Iron Man's ult, I don't think. Killed anyone on our team though? Did you kill Spider-Man? Nice. Oh, that wasn't Spider-Man, that was Rogue. Like that. Anyway, like I was saying, if you're anything like me or most modern people, the start of your bedtime is probably like 4 hours of doom scrolling until sweet exhaustion takes you to dreamland. Ultimate do anything? I think it kind of cleared out the point for a little bit. Hopefully the rest of our team can clean them up here.
Pretty sure I'm technically undead.
Or we'll just only get 1/3 of the point. Yep. Come on, team, stay alive. Can we punish that DPS? We're pushing all the way up here. Nope. They're successfully pushing us back into our spawn. Common tragedy. Well, they only killed a couple of them. That might be all we need to get in there and take the point. Nice. Maybe this is it. Just start the bus, easily winning the rest of the match. The moon is haunted. That's not good. Glad I could heal them.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Let's walk this thing to the finish line. Let's take a leisurely stroll straight through the enemy team. I will do my best to heal our teammates along the way. So Venom just died, so he was far away. I don't take any responsibility for that. I bet if I use my ultimate and then push, and we can take the thing back. Unless Luna Snow does her ultimate at the same time. Then nothing will happen. Alright, got one good kill. Hopefully that was enough for the team to move forward.
Get up.
There they are.
Oh, the payload looks like it's moving despite them being separated. That might just mean that the enemy team hasn't gotten to it yet.
Technically undead.
Yeah, now they're pushing it back. That Moon Knight's really good at putting those things down. Send out his moon boomerangs, if you've heard it. Should call them moonerangs.
Pretty sure I'm technically undead.
Move up. We don't have time for a whole other push. This might be one of those defeats that we forget about next match. Damn it, Venom was close to getting onto the point. Not quite though. It was just a little bit away. Not that it would have made a difference in the end, but it would have been nice to have a fighting chance. Well, good game anyway. Let me hand out those endorsements. Oh, got an achievement. I wonder what that's for. Neat. I've long since been at the point where I never mean to get achievements, but I get any more, they just kind of happen sometimes. I'll be back in a couple minutes, and we'll do another match of this, or find something else. Alright, the back. Let me sit down, get settled in here. It took a couple minutes longer than I thought it would take, which was just a couple minutes to begin with. And in that entire time I was gone, the new season of Call of Duty has installed by 1 further percentage point. All that to get from 86 to 87%. It'll probably jump at some point to 99% and then stay there for like a few hours. Then maybe it will either go to 100% and stay there for a while, or then it might finally be done. Hopefully at some point this evening we can try the new season of Black Ops 7. I'll definitely play some more Marvel Rivals later, but for now, the moment probably calls for something else. So what's the next cool thing? Let me figure that out. A new Payday 3 update video released today. Not the update itself, but the advertisement for the next update. Let me turn on the lights here, and we can watch that. Let's see what's coming. Let me full screen this. Oh, the audio isn't on, is it?
And that's because we've got a lot to cover. Welcome back,
Let me
everyone. It's good to be
run
here.
this back.
We're going to talk about August and September this time, only 2 months instead of the typical 3 in our roadmap updates, and that's because we've got a lot to cover. So, in August, we've got another smallish update, and I say smallish only because the number of things, not necessarily how much we're packing in there. So the first thing that we'll talk about is we've got more contracts. We've also got another heist update for you guys. This one's going to be cook-off. We did a quick take on some of the bugs that we've got, so we've kind of cleaned up some of the level there. We've also now allowed you to unlimitedly cook meth in cook-off. That feels weird to say. The other thing that we've done is we've taken a pass on the lighting in the level, so it will feel different when you launch into cook-off this time around. And that's because we've got some new functionality under the hood that we're going to start playing with. And what gave us that functionality? Well, the August update also brings with it an update to our game engine where we move from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5. So we talked about this in the past, some many months ago. It's now finally happening. Primary intent for this is to improve our workflows going forward. Down the line, it gives us more tools and the ability to do more in a better way. Worst case, you should see no difference in your performance or your stability, because that was the thing that we really wanted to keep a tight control on, is make sure your experience is still solid and stable when you jump in the game. But in best case scenario, some of you actually may see a performance improvement with the upgrade. There will be a kind of initial big download hit, but we think long term this will be beneficial for all of us going forward. Now we're going to jump into September, and this is our third
That
anniversary
engine
for
upgrade
Payday
is
3, so
probably going to be
it's a big
terrible.
month for us. It's exciting.
Moving to Unreal
Some of the
4 to
small stuff
Unreal
out of the way
5
is there will be more contracts, as
seems
you'd
like a
expect. We're also going to be introducing
bad idea.
emotes that we talked about a couple of months ago. They're making their way into the game. You'll be able to earn some of them.
But I'm no game
via
developer.
Those contracts I just mentioned. We'll also have other ways for you to gain access to emotes now and in the future. The next item that we'll touch on is some changes that we're making to weapons that we think you'll be excited about. The first one is we're going to change the way that weapon mods are unlocked and utilized in the game. A big change that we're making is some of the weapon mods will become more universally available. This means that if you have a silencer on one gun and you have the exact same silencer on another gun, if you buy it once for one gun, you have it instantly unlocked on both guns. This won't apply to all mods, but we are trying to streamline the mod experience so that it feels more like when you see it in one place, anywhere else where that exact mod shows up, you'll have access to it. At the same time, if you've bought any of our previous weapon DLCs that include mods, some of those mods will be available on some other weapons going forward. So you get a little bit more like bang for your buck with those purchases. So we have some other interesting weapon changes up our sleeves. So we're going to talk about weapon perks that we're adding to each of the weapon classes. So each class will have a new set of perks that are sometimes
I kind of hate
locked into
perks
that
in
weapon
games.
class. Maybe a few are
Upgrade
shared with
trees
another
are
weapon
never
class.
interesting.
But these are purchased and equipped just like mods are in the game. We're also making an update to iconic weapons, which will either have a unique perk, which makes it different from anything else in the game, or outside of its class-related mods to give it a unique flavor. For any of the weapons that you own, you can jump into the shooting range, select a loadout, and be able to test that weapon on some of the targets that we have in the shooting range. So it's a great way for you to see what does that gun look and feel like, try out some new loadouts before you jump into a heist. We think it'd be a really fun way for you to kind of see and play with your collection a bit. Another weapon-based tweak that we're making is how you utilize sprays and stickers. We're going away from a consumable
I just
system
hit the
where you
mic
buy
a little
once,
bit, sorry
use
about
it, and
that.
it's gone, to a one-time unlock. So when you get a spray or a sticker and you purchase it, now you'll have it forever and you can use it wherever you want. We'll also be debuting our first paid Crime Bond collection this month called Brute Force, featuring a fan favorite weapon from the past, the Saw, available as an overkill weapon. Just like with the existing Crime Bond collections, this will have a mix of both gameplay and cosmetic rewards. Speaking of cosmetic rewards, we're going to introduce a new type of cosmetic, this time for overkill weapons, so you can customize what that looks like. And we'll start off with the Saw in this Crime Bond collection. Going forward, we'll have more of these for some of the past overkill weapons. But something you can do on all existing overkill weapons right now is equip charms, sprays, and stickers. Something that was previously unavailable for you to do. Now you can customize all of them going forward. For those of you with a lot of renown, we're going to have a way for you to steal some of the items in a Crime Bond. That way, if you want to grab some of those really interesting items but don't necessarily want to buy the entire Crime Bond itself, you'll be able to use your renown to get some of those items. We'll have more details on this going forward, but we think that's a great way for you to try out some things, grind for things that you may want without having to fully commit to full Crime Bond collection. We're also going to talk about a little bit of the gameplay experience.
Having something to finally use renown for would be nice.
In this update, we've been iterating on ways to improve the combat feel and experience for all of you in 3 ways. The first way is clearer cop spawn directions and groupings. That way you have a better understanding of where cops are coming from, what they're doing, and how many there are, and what the composition is. The second way is better situational cop movement based on what is already happening in the heist. So when they spawn, how they move through the level, how they're reacting to gunfire. That way there's more of an understanding for how they're going to operate within the level. Third way is to make special enemies feel special. We want them to do their special ability more. We want them to feel more like a threat that you need to assess and act on immediately, really making you focus on those enemies as a priority. Ultimately, our intent is that you feel less surprised, more prepared when cops are coming, when you're in a heist, that your loadout will matter depending on who you're going up against and what's happening, and that cops are creating more memorable and intense player moments. We want you to have that kind of oh shit feeling, or I've never seen that happen before, each time you're interacting with them. We want it to feel more unique and more dynamic every time that you're playing. We were pleasantly surprised by the reaction we got to the story elements of the new tutorial that we introduced. And we're going to expand kind of that headspace a bit more as we introduce a new campaign mode. So many of you will be happy to know that we've completely rewritten the story based around existing heists so that the overall story flow feels better and is more clear and more.
Finally, they've given the game an actual story.
Now play through the heist sequentially and get a better sense of what's going on with
It had a story before, but I've literally never seen it. It's like slideshows with voiceovers. Literally never watched it. I played Payday 3 for 350 hours. Literally never seen the story cutscenes.
And we do love surprises. This is a big one. We're going to be making all of the previously paid heist DLC available as part of the core experience. This means that everyone will have access to all of our heists available going forward. And that doesn't mean just the existing paid heists, it means any future heists that we may put into the game. We want to unify the player base and let everyone enjoy all of the content that we put out there. So in this update, if you go into your heist selection menu, you'll be able to see all of the heists available for you to start on your own. So if you've never had the chance to play any of the past paid heist DLC, now's a
Well, they
perfect
better give me a
opportunity
refund for
So because of those
paying
changes,
for those
because we're
heists.
rolling all the paid heists into the core experience, that means we're going to delist all of the existing paid heist DLC on August 25th. So you'll no longer be able to purchase it. We want to give you time to get prepared for having all of it available in September. If you own any of the heist DLC, you'll be given an exclusive cosmetic variant weapon. On top of that, depending on which heist you own, you'll have an exclusive special edition version of the base heister mask themed after the heist that you own. You'll be notified of all of these things in-game with a pop-up depending on your ownership.
Those masks
So
had better be really, really good.
I think you'll all agree that that's a lot.
Because I spent, what,
We've put a
probably
lot of effort
$50
into this
or
stuff.
something
We're
like
really
that,
excited for our
roughly,
anniversary.
on Payday
Hope all
3
of you are
DLC,
too, and we'll see you again soon.
aside from the base game. they varied the price of the heists, but they ranged from like, I want to say $6 or $7 up to like the most expensive one at the beginning was like $15. It wasn't just the heist, you got a few weapons as well, and some cosmetics, some clothing. But even so, that was a generally good update. I'm very pleasantly surprised by some of the quality of life improvements. The more readable cop spawns, I think, will be great. I wonder how the emotes will look, if they'll look fun or if they'll look too goofy. Payday has always been a little goofy. Especially Payday 2 is a very goofy game, but you want to maintain that immersive illusion of realism, maybe. Also, 88% installing. Cool, but money better. Yeah, true. I do want a refund for all of the DLC I paid for. I wonder how the community reaction is to that. Should we see if this got some angry Steam comments? Love me some angry forum posts. Let's give this award to Hot Dog Master. He echoes my own thoughts. Hot Dog Master says I paid all the DLC and get some masks? Question mark. This can't be true. I'm also in disbelief. Which award communicates my disbelief? 100, as in 100% real. Perfect. That does nail my thoughts, but also +1 is a good one. Banana says you've only played a bit of Payday 2. Yeah, that's definitely the way more popular one. I'm one of the weirdos who really likes Payday 3. I bought Payday 3 at launch. Back then it was a flawed, but still, in my opinion, very fun game. Anyway, do I give him +1, 100, or Bullseye? Let me know if you have a preference. I've narrowed it down to those three, but they all seem to echo the sentiment I want to echo to him well enough. Let me make sure Payday 3 loads. I sure hope that video got you hyped to see some of a game with none of the features you just heard about. Everything we heard will only be coming in 2 future updates. One of them is at least 1 more month away, maybe 2. 100? Nice, nice. Banana says 100, and so it shall be. That's a good pick. That would have been either my second, third, or first choice. Couldn't tell you, honestly. Oh, he's already gotten another one, a +1. Let's give out a couple other awards. Somehow I have the Steam coins for it. We gave a 100 to the other guy. Let's give a +1 to him. Rip man, rip money. Yep. SpongeBob SquarePants. Nice. SpongeBob SquarePants himself said, the underlying wisdom so succinctly, so profoundly, he absolutely nailed it. Bullseye. He deserves that one. Well, I usually recommend Payday 3, but I can't recommend you buy any of the DLC. They will be delisted in 5 days. So anyone who buys them now is just knowingly getting scammed. I unknowingly got scammed, which may be better or worse, depending on your particular perspective and value system. Senior Exilian says, this post feels like a scam for players who bought the DLCs just to see them become free for everyone, but I'm glad I didn't pay for remaining single heist DLCs like Delivery Charge and Shopping Spree. I personally really enjoy both Delivery Charge and Shopping Spree. In my opinion, the DLC heists are the best heists in the game, which was true of Payday 2 for sure. But it sucks that there is that conflict of the free ones being the best. or wins that conflict for suckers like myself who bought them back when they were both paid and expensive. J-Lore says, I paid all the DLC and get some masks. Fork you. That's true. You tell him. That's fire. Is there a fire emote? There's no fire emote. Oh wait, no there is. The hot pepper was so hot that I was just looking for the standard fire emote. If you're wondering how I missed that, I guess keep wondering that next time I fail a heist. Oh, this dude wrote some paragraphs, hell yeah. I'm not gonna read all that, but I really like this comment by this guy with the emo username. It's actually intelligent and proposes a compensation system. Let's give him a 100. If any other player deserves another 100, it's that guy. Also, cook-off isn't fun. Even with the rework, I don't think it's going to be fun. And making, or I guess giving the player the chance to cook unlimited meth just makes the not fun keep going for as long as one wants. There are some Payday players who really like cook-off, both Payday 2 and 3. I don't know if you've ever played cook-off in Payday 2. I think it was actually a returning heist from the original Payday, which I've never played. But I think cook-off was also in there. So maybe it's the only thrice returning legacy heist. Let's try First World Bank. Maybe the most frustrating stealth heist in the game. Let's see if we can channel our, or I guess my frustration for getting robbed about $50 from a game in which we regularly rob hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think the biggest heist in the game will net you just under 2 million if you do it pretty much perfectly. But I could be wrong. Oh, I got kicked. Well, I don't blame them. A lot of Payday 3 players have understandable residual trauma surrounding randomly matchmade people joining their heist and immediately fucking it up and stuff. It has happened to me at least a few times. Those masks had better be really fucking good, especially because I already like my mask. I'm a big fan of my green waifu mask. Oh, this guy shows up a lot in Payday 3. He's always hosting heists. The man named Oh No, It's Joker. The only clown-themed villain that the DC Comics Joker fears, probably. I love helping this guy out. He's max level and still plays the game a ton for something. Let's help him secure the loot. Looks like he's already done a lot of the work.
That's one bag.
Throwing those paintings into the sewer makes us a lot of money. Stocks, am I right? Let's get these. Thank God I'm carrying infinite duffel bags. I assume I keep them in my infinite pockets. The secret to crime is bottomless pockets and infinite duffel bags. And the money. It's in there easy. Are these safes even worth opening? There's a very good chance they're not. Come on, where's the green one? supposed to turn green. There we go. Neat. Yeah, that was not worth it in the slightest. Not doing that again. Unless, oh no, it's Joker tells me to. Or I guess unless anyone watching really likes the safe cracking minigame. I guess it is entirely possible. A thoroughly non-zero chance that someday someone may tune in who was just a huge fan of that particular safe cracking minigame. That guard should move sooner or later. If I was playing Batman Arkham, I could just throw a smoke bomb in his face and then punch him.
Guard, stay back.
Luckily, the guard doesn't care about the vault being opened. Not his job, and he's not paid enough.
Got ourselves a guard. Hey. Fucking guard.
Oh no, it's Joker hacked his phone stuff.
Authority figure.
You know, say what you want about Grand Theft Auto Online, but at least it shows that it's not so fast to gather up money into a duffel bag. Takes like a good few seconds to gather all that stuff up. Even longer for gold, paintings, both of which we also steal in this game by just very quickly putting it in a duffel bag. But it's alright, I'm a good streamer, so I'll pretend like my immersion is not shattered.
Guard.
For the good of the content. We'll probably have enough to escape after we bring all of the vaulted cash and throw it into the sewer. Which again is the quickest way to make money. Just throw your cash into the nearest manhole.
10 bags and counting.
An incredible return on investment there. But I wonder if he's going to want to find more loot here. There's a lot of optional loot in this heist.
That's a respectable haul. We can head out now.
I would say he probably didn't get to max level by doing the bare minimum, but there's a very good chance that he actually got to max level by repeatedly doing the bare minimum. Let me know if there's any game or type of game you want to see after this. I wonder if, oh no, it's Joker will stick around for another heist. If he leaves, I'll probably try and find something else. Oh no. Did the guard get a little aggro? We'll save him if we have to. Oh, he's taking care of himself. Looks like he hacked the guard's phone, but he's probably still gonna go into search mode once the hack wears off. Yup, guard spotted a criminal.
Hey.
Does he want to go to the escape? Or does he want to go get a little more cash? Could pay for the next couple of grocery runs. Oh shit. Now it's my turn to hack his phone. Watch this. He forgets about
Guard,
me.
stay back.
If I run to the escape, maybe he'll follow.
Let's kick it up a notch. You showed off some serious
Alright.
combat skills on that one. We're a force to be reckoned with.
It's a
and
success
now
as good as
the
any.
mob knows it.
Still
I think they're going
88%
to
on
change
Call
their
of Duty.
tune after this.
For some reason, that game has the slowest updates. It makes Halo Infinite's loading feel super fast. Alright, I'll see what the next cool thing is. I think Fortnite got a new season or something like that. If you would like to see Fortnite. Maybe some more Overwatch or Marvel Togon. I would like to do more of that Battlefield 6 Top Gun mode. That was pretty fun. Although Battlefield 6 still tends to crash my PC, unfortunately, often. Maybe some more Black Flag resynced at some point. If we feel the impulse for the pirate life. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope Battlefield 6 doesn't crash my PC. But if it crashes either the stream or my computer, I should be back in a couple of minutes after that happens. So I thank you in advance for your faith. On that note, let there be light. Let there be Battlefield 6. I'm in the mood to be cannon fodder. So let's see how well we can do.
Morning, aviators. 3 hours ago, the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force reported a Pax carrier off the Southern Island chain. Intelligence confirmed a fully armed carrier strike group, defended by an advanced surface-to-air missile system, as well as a wing of FA-81F strike fighters. Your mission is to disrupt operations and control the combat airspace. Our ground forces stand ready to deploy and secure surrounding SSN batteries before a deliberate assault on the carrier. When the target is vulnerable, breach and destroy the carrier.
Hit the dirt!